You wanna know why Banff is such a popular place to visit? Are you ready for some epic adventures? Then you came to the right place. My name is Bastian Bacher, and this is the world at your feet. Welcome to Banff. This place has been on our bucket list for a long time. It's July right now at the time of filming. If you come here in the winter, that will be covered with snow. Now, as some of you know, and if you don't, you know now, we really don't like the cold. I am freezing my ass off. It's a good thing that we came here in the middle of the summer, so we prefer to be here in shorts. First, we're going to show you around town. Before we're going to start doing our tours and hikes and show you around, come with me. Banff is a resort town in the province of Alberta, located within Banff National Park. On the main street, Banff Avenue, you can find many boutiques, restaurants, souvenir shops, and chateau-style hotels, giving Banff its magical vibe that make it into one of Canada's most popular tourist destinations. And of course, Banff is also known for its mountainous surroundings, hiking and biking, outdoor activities, hot springs and stunning nature, making Banff a place to really put on your bucket list. But we'll show you more of that in a minute. So as you can see, Banff is a really beautiful town. It gives a little bit of the Swiss vibe, and of course it's a really nice place to come in the winter if you like that kind of stuff. We don't. However, we are going to go up north to the Columbia ice fields all the way to Alaska. It's going to be cold, so we need to be prepared. So we got a few things today. I got myself some really nice gloves, and I got myself a very cool Kenny cap. And there's actually two uses for this, or actually three. Of course, there's a scarf, nice for the neck and for the head, but this is really cool feature. When you turn it around, you got a nice snack bag. All jokes aside, the park opens at 7 o'clock and closes at 11. Now, unless you got deep pockets and you're here at the camping ground or at one of the hotels, you need to leave the park before 11 o'clock. You are not allowed to sleep in your car. Same goes for flying a drone. Fines are very high. So we're gonna leave. We're gonna come back tomorrow for more. And if you do have the deep pockets, you might want to consider joining our membership. Even if you don't have a deep pocket, for only $1 a month, you can support our travels and our trip. And of course, it's not for nothing, because all of our members get access to all of our members only videos and also members only posts and polls. So make sure to press that join button, because we need more of those. Welcome to Johnston Canyon, one of the many highlights here in Banff National Park. This one is actually recommended to us, so I'm excited to see what it's all about. As you see, the weather has changed quite a bit since yesterday. No more shorts. I'm even wearing my jacket that I haven't worn since we left Holland, so that's quite a while. Few things I want to mention. Of course, before you go on a hike, always make sure you wear hiking shoes, carry enough water and the right gear. Other than that, two important things. First of all, I got my coffee, so it's not that cold. But also very important right now is berry season. So the chance that we're actually going to see bears is highly likely. So we brought our bear bell. Thank you very much, Kim. Another tip, if you're going to come here with your own vehicle, make sure you come early, because the parking place fills up really quick and it's a first come, first serve. There's no parking fee and there's no fee for the trail either. There are 3 trails, 1 hour, 2 hours and 4 hours. So it's up to you which one you're gonna take. We're gonna go for the 2-hour trail. So let's discover what we are gonna discover, right? Look how beautiful, it's absolutely stunning. So far so good. It's a beautiful hike. This entire trail is paved, so it's pretty easy to hike and not all that challenging. But so far, we're really enjoying ourselves. It always baffles me when you do these hikes in these forests, in these nature reserve parks. You always find trash, beer cans, plastic bottles. Some people just don't have the class to pick up their trash. If you have it back and you bring it in the park, take it outside and put it in the trash bag. There's always bins all over the place, so don't be an asshole and clean up after yourself. Exactly. And with that being covered, let's explore some waterfalls. So as you can see, it's a stunning piece of nature and well worth coming down here. I highly recommend to make it up to the second waterfall because it's absolutely stunning, seeing it from below and seeing it from above. We're gonna go back to the camper van and back to Banff, and we'll see you in our next highlight. Ciao for now. And before I forget, as far as for the bears go, these three are the only ones we saw today. So Kim, it works. Welcome to the Banff gondolas. These gondolas will take you up to Sulphur Mountain in only 8 minutes. The prices right now at this moment are $98 for a round trip per person. You can also choose to hike up Sulphur Mountain. It's about 2.5 hours depending on your hiking pace. And then when you're up, you can buy a one-way ticket for $50. You cannot buy a one-way ticket at the bottom and then hike down, unfortunately. We're gonna go for the hike to the summit of Sulphur Mountain. Let's get cracking. So here we are at the starting point of the hiking trail up to Sulphur Mountains. There's another bear sign, although the possibilities that we are going to see bears today is very low. So, up, and a long way up the steep mountain. So the hike, although beautiful and really good for your health, and it really smells amazing. As you can see, it's a bit steep and a little tiresome. Now I saw a party trick at other people's videos. Let's see if that works. Back at our car. Oh crap, that really backfired. Now I have to start all over. Now, although the chances are rare of seeing bears, one has been here, because these are actually bear scratchings. So they scratch their nails here, probably like dogs and cats do, to keep them sharp. I don't know, I haven't asked. But that's pretty cool, and we just met a hiker who actually saw a bear this morning. So maybe we're lucky, maybe we're not. Steep or not, the views along the way were absolutely spectacular. And before long, we reach the summit. Okay, thank you very much.
No worries. Have a good day.
It's $52 plus taxes, one-way ticket. I think we're gonna hike down because that's $100 for 8 minutes. Bless you. $100 for 8 minutes. And as well, you also heard the height. It's 2280 was it?
2280.
2280. He believes.
Don't quote me on it.
Okay, we're not going to quote him on it, but he believes it's 2280. I will back check and confirm that with you later on. For now, we're going to enjoy the views, so it's mesmerizing. So enjoy. Besides, of course, the mesmerizing views, there's an observation deck, there's a place you can have lunch, there's a souvenir shop, and you can also hike up to the old weather station for some beautiful views on the other side of the hill.
Ah, you found a nice spot?
So we just really had a kick in the nuts. We were entering Banff, we're on our way back to Canmore for the night. We're passing Banff town, we're going through Banff town. There was one lane with a bus in front of me, and then it split into 2 lanes, for bus only and one for bus. And so I thought I'm gonna pass the bus. So in Banff you're only allowed to drive 30 kilometers an hour, and for me to pass the bus I did a little bit more than that. And of course there was a police officer at the end of the hill. And of course he turned off his lights and wow, interesting. So we got pulled over, absolutely zero tolerance, absolutely zero lenience, because it's a residential area, etc, etc. So we just got a fine, and here's the pitch. $198. What a coincidence that that's exactly the amount of money we didn't spend today by not going in those gondolas. So we saved ourselves those $198 by not going in the Banff gondolas, hiking all the way up, hiking all the way down. Felt really rewarding, $200 in the pocket, and that's the exact amount of money that right now we're gonna have to pay for a ticket. Yeah, for what actually? So I'm really disappointed. I understand the rules, blah blah blah, but for fuck's sake, $200. I was passing a fucking bus. So yeah, that really sucks. It's really, I think it's unfair. I think it's challenging. Whatever. And later on I actually discovered that this is a common tourist trap. Real classy. Good morning and welcome to Lake Louise, or at least the parking lot at Lake Louise. Before we're going to start our hike, Lake Louise is one of the main highlights here in Banff, so it's really something to see. However, Lake Louise visit is free, the parking is not. It's $37 to park your car here. However, you can also take a shuttle, which is only $8. The shuttle is rarely quickly fully booked. You can book it in advance online, 48 hours. At 8 o'clock they start selling the tickets, and at 2 minutes past 8 there are no more tickets for the shuttle bus. It really fills up like that. We've been trying this for the last 3 days. So after 3 days trying, we tried to find other ways to get here. You can go to the town next over, take a taxi, $15, but back and forth it's also $30. You can rent an e-bike for $100, not much cheaper. Or you can come here early, because the paid parking goes in effect at 3 o'clock in the morning and ends at 7 o'clock at night. Anytime between that you can come and park here for free. However, here's the catch. You're not allowed to stay here overnight and sleep in your car, but you are allowed to stay here overnight and be awake. So this morning at 1 o'clock I had the alarm bell. I drove down here from Canmore, it's like an hour, in my pajamas, parked the car here and stayed awake so that I don't break any rules, and I got my free parking. $40 in the pocket. Without further ado, it's a bit chilly, it's also very early, it's still 8 o'clock. Let's go and explore Lake Louise. Right behind me is the famous Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise. A bit on the pricey side, but if you look behind you, it's right at the lake, so you got some stunning views. So there's a variety of hiking trails here at Lake Louise, from short hikes an hour to long hikes 5 to 6. My panting is because it's a bit of a steep climbing, and we already did this yesterday when we went up to Mount Sulphur. So we're still a bit tired from yesterday. We chose to go for Lake Agnes hike. This hike is 3.7 kilometers, so it will take us roughly 2 to 3 hours. I'm gonna try this party trick again that I tried yesterday. And hopefully this time I don't end up back at the van, but a bit further down this hike. So let's see if it works. Oh, that actually worked. Awesome, that saves the hike. So if you are going to do the hike, it's a little steep, but the views along the way are absolutely amazing. And as you can see here, so is the lake. It's really, really beautiful. If you look behind me, you can see the tea house. It's a long line, so we're going to skip that. And there's some more sightseeings here on the summit, or at least at the end of the hike. So let's take a little break and see the sights. We're gonna go back to Banff because I got some amazing tour booked for this afternoon. So make sure to stay tuned for that, and we see you in the next adventure. Hello guys, welcome to Mount Norquay. Mount Norquay is actually a very known ski resort, so this is where you can go skiing. Of course not this time of year, and also we're not here for that. I'm here for some excitement, and I'm just as much excited as I am scared shitless, because this tour is not for the faint of heart. There's 3 reasons I'm doing this. First and foremost, I always try to push my boundaries, do things that scare me, and push my limits. I think this one is nailing it. Second reason, if I don't do this tour and we leave Banff, I'm gonna regret not having done this tour. Third reason, the breather, is of course for the views and for you guys. You will thank me later for the views. And these are the things that I might regret when I'm up there, that I booked this bloody trip. But I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be very thankful at the end that I've done this. So pushing boundaries, because life begins at the end of your comfort zone, and mine is right here. Two more things I'd like to mention. There's 3 hiking trails you can do: beginner hiking trail, medium, and a harder. I'm going for the easy one, which is already $189 plus taxes, $193. So, and I think 2.5 hours is a good start, and it's the same kind of deal. If you don't have the right trousers, the right shoes, or the right gear to go up the mountain, you can get a backpack for free and all the gear needed with your ticket. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna wait till our guide arrives, and then no more turning back.
Are you nervous?
No, because in the end of the day, fear is just between your ears. It's a label. Excitement and fear is kind of the same feeling, so I'm super excited. That's what I am.
Have fun.
Fears are there to be conquered, right?
Amazing, that's correct.
So up and away with the chairlift. This is really exciting. Are you ready to conquer your fears at Ferrata? Then you came to the right place. So this is really awesome. Just do it. It's less scary when you're really doing it, and it's super exciting, well worth the trouble coming down here. So come up here at Ferrata and have the time of your life. This really is epic. Up and away. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for all the effort. Ciao for now. See you at the top. So that was absolutely amazing, epic. And like we say in Spain, con dos cojones. Really worth the money, worth the time and worth the effort. Amazing views and amazing experience. Highly recommend it. Also special thanks to our tour guides. Selina was really amazing. And I think that's enough adventure for today. So up and away to the hot springs, and that's enough excitement for now. And we'll see you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now. Welcome to the Banff Upper Hot Springs here at the base of Sulphur Mountain. The hot springs open from 10 o'clock till 10 o'clock and the last admission is at 9 o'clock. You can spend here the day. The admission cost is $17.50 Canadian dollars, but there's also a cave and historical site. For $24 a day you have all three of them. The downside, there's only one pool, so it's not a multiple pool hot springs. The plus side, the views are amazing. So let's check it out. So that wraps up Banff for us, and what better way to end our stay here after all these exhausting hikes, with a nice day in the hot springs. Nice, hot and relaxed, and our next point of interest are the Columbia ice fields. But that's a story for next week. Ciao for now.
That's gonna be the highlight.
That's the highlight. Such is life.
Redo it, redo it, redo it.